Good day, learners. Today's topic of discussion is Hardware Description Language, that is HDL. The basic steps involved in designing a digital system are specification, that is to specify the desired behavior of the circuit, then synthesize the circuit, and implement the circuit, and finally test the circuit to check whether the design circuit meets the specification. This manual method for designing logic circuits are feasible only when the circuit is small, because as the size and complexity of the digital system increases, their design becomes highly complex. For designing such complex systems, design, that is CAD tools, are used. And one such tool used to design digital system is hardware description language. A hardware description language is a computer-based language that describes the hardware of digital systems in a textual form. And HDL is a modeling language rather than a computational language. It can be used to represent logic diagrams, truth tables, and Boolean expressions. HDL represents digital system in the form of documentation which can be understood by humans as well as computers. It allows hardware designers to express their design with behavioral constructs. An abstract representation helps the designer explore architectural alternatives through simulations and to detect design bottlenecks before detailed design begins. HDL is used to describe hardware for the purpose of simulation, modeling, testing, design, and documentation. Logic synthesis and logic simulation are two complementary design processes done by using HDL. Now, what is logic synthesis? The process of generating a logic circuit from a truth table is called synthesis. A set of logic expressions which describes the logic functions required to realize the circuit is produced by this process. It is the task of a synthesis tool to manipulate the user's design to produce an equivalent circuit. This step of synthesis process is called logic synthesis. Now, what is logic simulation? Logic simulation displays the behavior of a digital system through the use of a computer. A simulator interprets the HDL description and produces output. Simulation detects functional error in a design without having to physically create and operate the circuit. Errors that are detected during a simulation can be corrected by appropriate HDL statements. Moving on to the types of HDL. VHDL and Verilog are two widely used hardware description language by hardware designers. VHDL is an abbreviation for Basic Hardware Description Language, that is, Very High Speed Integrated Circuit Hardware Description Language. VHDL is like ADA, and most engineers do not have experience with ADA, whereas Verilog is like C, thus comparatively easier to learn and design. Here we are mainly focusing on Verilog HDL. Verilog HDL allows a hardware designer to describe designs at a high level abstraction, such as that the architectural or behavioral level, as well as the lower implementation levels, that is gate and switch levels, which leads to very large scale integrated circuit, layout and chip fabrication. Now that we are familiar with Verilog HDL, let us see the structure of a Verilog module. A Verilog model is composed of a text using keywords. Keywords are lowercase identifiers that define the language construct. Few examples are module, end module, input, output, wire, not, or, etc. A Verilog describes a digital system as a set of modules. A module is a base building block of a Verilog HDL. It is the fundamental descriptive unit in the Verilog language. It is declared by the keyword module and must always be terminated by the keyword end module. The keyword module is followed by the name of the design and a parenthesis enclosed list of ports. The name of a design unit is an identifier. This is the example of a structure of a Verilog module. Each of these modules has an interface to other modules to describe how they are interconnected. As you know, the structure starts with the keyword module followed by the module name, which is an identifier. The module name can be selected by the user. Identifiers are composed of alphanumeric characters and the underscore. It must start with an alphabetic character or an underscore but cannot start with a number. The port list is a list of input, in-out and output ports which are used to connect to other modules. The declare section specifies data objects as registers, memories and wires. The module item includes the computational functions and tasks, and the end of the structure is declared by end module. Verilog HDL uses different kinds of operators. They are Boolean logical operators, bitwise logical operators, relational operators, binary arithmetic operators, etc. There are three modeling techniques which can be used for describing a module: data flow modeling, behavioral modeling, and gate level modeling or structural modeling. A module can be described in any of the three techniques or by taking a combination of them. Let us start with data flow modeling. Data flow describes how the circuit signals flow from the input to the output. In this modeling, concurrent statements are used to describe the flow of the signal in the circuit. The predefined word assign is used as a signal assignment statement. Let us write a Verilog HDL code for it in the data flow description. We will start with the declaration module, followed by it the name of the module. Here we use and_1. You can define the name as per your choice. Now in the bracket we will list out the inputs followed by the output. Our inputs are A and B and the output is C. And end the statement with a semicolon. Note that all the statement ends with a semicolon except end module, always, begin. Now in the next line we declare the input and end it with a semicolon. Similarly, we define the output and a colon. Now we use the predefined word assign to describe the operation. Here we have used the built-in operator for AND operation. We can even put comment in the code by writing any text between two forward slashes. A comment has no effect on the simulation using the model. Multi-line comments begin with a slash and an asterisk symbol and is terminated with an asterisk symbol and a slash. Note, Verilog is case sensitive, which means that uppercase and lowercase letters are distinguishable. Now we end the code with end module. Let us move on to the next type, behavioral description. It is possible to directly describe the behavior of the functionality of the circuit. Such a modeling method is called behavioral modeling. This modeling describes how the output behave with the inputs. In this method, the predefined word always or initial is used. Let us write the Verilog code for an AND gate in behavioral description. Similar to data flow modeling, we start with module followed by the name of the module and port list and end the statement. We write the input and outputs. Now for the next statement, we use the predefined keyword reg to define the output and end the statement. The next statement we use the predefined word always, @ and mention the inputs. Followed by that a begin statement. Next statement is similar to data flow modeling where we define our output C. We use the keyword end to terminate the begin statement and we end the module. Here as you can see we have not used semicolon for always, begin, end and end module. Moving on to the last type, that is gate level or structural description. In this Verilog modeling, components or gates are used to model. Let us write a Verilog HDL code for a AND gate in structural description. The first three statements are similar to the previous modeling. We declare the start of the module. We write its input and output. We use the component or gate instead of symbols to define the function. Since it is an AND gate, we use AND for the output variable of the AND gate, followed by the input and end of the statement. Now we end the module. Now that we are familiar with the three Verilog modeling techniques, let us write a Verilog HDL code for a 4-bit comparator in data flow description. This is the code for a 4-bit comparator. Since it is a 4-bit comparator, the input will have 4 bits. This is the input mentioned with the array 3. The function a less than b, a greater than b, and a equal to b are built in the Verilog HTL. Here the value 10 is given to specify a 10-unit delay. It is optional. Now let us write a Verilog code for a half subtractor in behavioral modeling. Here we use the keyword reg. Reg is the memory element like flip-flop or latch. Here this symbol is used for XOR operation and this is used for negation. Let us write a Verilog code for 2:4 decoder with enable input in gate level modeling. Here we use enable also as an input. Since we have output, we define that using an array. Here we use the keyword wire. Wire is used to connect input and output ports. It is similar to circuit connection where two terminals are connected using a wire. We define A bar and B bar as wire, since it is used to connect input and output ports. Here we use gate to define the functions. We use the gate followed by it, the output variable and the input variable. With this we conclude today's topic. Let us have a short recap on what we discussed today. We started with the introduction to HTL, then the difference between Verilog and VHDL, the type of modeling in Verilog, and a detailed explanation of each modeling technique with an example. Thank you.